Hey everybody, welcome back. David Hood here from Hood's Custom Woodworking. Alright, so today I want to talk about a few questions that I keep getting from quite a few subscribers. What bits do I use? Right here is my number one go-to bit. Okay, 30-degree V-groove. It's a single flute, titanium coated. Let you see me move this camera down here a little bit so you can kind of see what I got going on here on the table. Alright, so here is what a brand new one looks like. And it's just got one flat side to it, right? That's a really nice quality because I can take a little bit of window cleaner and a diamond stone. I can set this flat on here when it becomes dull, rub it back and forth until it's sharp again, and get it cleaned up, and continue using it. Okay, so I got a couple examples here. Here's two of them that have actually been used quite a bit, pretty extensively at high speeds, and they would start kind of getting some burning going on there. You can kind of see on the back side they're still black, and these have been resharpened several times now actually. Here is one that I actually I crashed that into one of my aluminum hold downs, and it broke the very point off of it. Okay, so it's not quite a very sharp point on that, but it is still usable. And just to show you what that aluminum hold down now looks like, that's all it did to that bit, was break the very tip of it off. That was my own fault that happened. Okay, some other bits that I've got that I would recommend that you get are 1/8 inch ball nose bits. Okay, and 1/8 inch, wherever they went, there they are, some 1/8 inch square nose bits right there. And these other two packs here are also ball nose. Okay. This bit right here was actually one of the first ones that I got in the mail when I ordered all these bits together. This was a 60-degree, just a regular old 60-degree 1/4 inch shank bit. Not too impressed with this bit. Now you will get with the Bob CNC E4, if he's still using the DeWalt's handheld routers, you'll get a collet like this right here for 1/4 inch shank, and you also get a collet for 1/8 inch shank. Okay. Now here's another bit you might want to get, and that's this upward cut spiral tapered 1/4 inch shank bit. Okay. I have not yet had to use this bit, but I'd say that it'd probably be a good idea to get it. Just, you never know what your projects are going to be. And of course your projects probably won't be exactly the same as mine. The main reason I bought the Bob's E4 CNC was I wanted to use it as a CNC automated surfacing machine, kind of like a planer or a router sled. Okay, if you watch my initial first videos on this, I had some scalloping in the spoil board when I surfaced it. So basically I bought it to surface this tabletop or workbench top here, and ended up actually using a router sled that I had built. And this bit right here, really nice bit from Amana Tool. It is a 1/4 inch shank. It's an 1.25 inch diameter with carbide inserts. It's a pretty expensive bit. You don't have to get that type of bit or that kind of bit, like say from Amana Tool, because they're pretty expensive. You can get the cheaper that are, you know, more like this bit here, but a surfacing bit, you know, where the carbide's actually like brazed to it. All right. For some reason, these are pretty expensive. So there are the bits that I use. Another question I get is, where did I get my hold down clamps? A lot of times they're talking about these right here, and these are just some aluminum anodized T-track hold down clamps that I found on Amazon. I don't even remember exactly where at on Amazon. I found these on Amazon and I got them along with the anodized aluminum T-tracks. I bought those off of Amazon. Another favorite right here is these Kreg clamps from the Kreg Jig Company. I bought these at my local Lowe's. They normally in my area sell for around $20 each. And they have this peg right here on the bottom of them that will insert into a 3/4 inch hole into any tabletop. So if I was to drill some 3/4 inch holes into my workbench top, which I will probably actually do in the future when I get a vise put on here, I'll figure out exactly where I want to put the peg holes in here for the hold downs and all that stuff, and I'll probably also be using these. Another nice thing about these is if I was to use them on my workbench top, I can also use my handheld router on top of it, and these will actually be kind of out of my way. So if I'm just doing like a handheld router job, something that, because like setting up stuff in the CNC takes a pretty extensive amount of time, programming or coming up with the design or whatever. And a lot of times if it's something as simple as making like the pocket hole in a piece of wood for to inset something in, a lot of times that's actually easier for an old guy or old school guy like myself. It's easier to make that by hand with a handheld router than it is with the CNC. But I'm sure as I learn more about how to work the CNC, I'll probably actually be a little quicker at using the computer and stuff. I'm not that good with computers yet. I'm just old school. That's all there is to it. So it is quite a learning curve for me. So another thing that I wanted to point out as a downfall to these bits right here. I mean, a lot of guys say, "Oh, well, these right here, that's all you need." Well, number one, these cost quite a bit. These right here for a pack of 10, I can't remember for sure, but it was like $10 or $12 for a pack of 10. These right here, I don't even remember what they were. They were pretty expensive. And if you want to carve on a mallet or something like this, well, guess what? If this is the only bit you got, you're not going to use a Bob's CNC E4 because you don't have the headspace for it. It won't work. Literally, this mallet right here, the thickness of it, that's the maximum you can do with a Bob's E4 CNC. Unless you take out the first layer of the spoil board. If you take out that top layer of spoil board, you could add probably another whatever thickness that is, a 3/4 or whatever, back to it. So that was actually what I thought I was going to have to do when I carved this one right here, and I carved it when it was thicker than this, and it messed up, and so I had to actually cut this down on the table saw after, of course, it was already put together. I mean, I was literally running it through the table saw like this. It's pretty dangerous. So, yeah, don't do that at home, kids. Anyway, so I really like the Bob's E4 CNC. I can't really contrast it with any other CNCs out there because, I don't have any of those other CNCs. So I've seen videos on how they work, how they're put together and everything. And I would have to say, for the price point, the Bob's CNCs, that's what I would have to go with. The price really does matter, guys. So what I did not spend on another CNC, I was able to spend on bits and enclosure, all the wood and every materials to put an enclosure around this thing. But another thing I wish I would have got or had the ability to get back when I bought this thing was the VCarve program. I wish I could have got that. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you guys can get that, it's probably going to be a huge plus. I don't know because I don't have it, but I've actually seen how it works with a lot of guys who actually have that program, and I wish I had it, but I don't have it, and I don't have the money to get it right now, so I just have to wait. So I think that's going to do it for now, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, click the bell icon, all that good stuff. We'll catch you on the next one.